Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Once again, this is Chef SK. I'm your host, Sean Kelly, and we did it to you again. Starting you off with a beautiful green olive tapenade, a little bit of roasted Brussels and potatoes, topped off with my sesame, thyme, pork chops. Let's get to it. Alright, so first the backdrop for our pork chops here. We're going to do a little small white potatoes right here. We're hitting with a little olive oil and white vinegar for a little bit of tang. That vinegar will cook off. We will start those in the air fryer because they're going to be taking a little bit longer than the Brussels sprouts. We're going to get our onions and our green peppers chopped up, get those going with our Brussels. We'll add everything together at the end, finish with a little sheep's milk Parmesan, and then we will top with our beautiful pork chops. So let's get some olive oil and white vinegar on this one. I got a hot pan in the back ready for my Brussels here. So just a little bit of white vinegar. This adds a tang, plays really nice with the Parmesan that's going on in a bit. First we're going to put these in the air for about 360, 370, then we'll put it up to 400. Right in the air fryer. Alright, so like I said before, this is going to take about 360 in the air fryer. Let's go 10 minutes, put it up to 400, and then we'll marry everything together with our Brussels. Right to the pork chops. This is a really cool marinade that we have. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. You got a little toasted sesame oil. We're going to be hitting it with a little bit of thyme, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of onion powder. Salt and pepper, as always, but let's get our wet down first. So, Worcestershire. Little tang with that. No vinegar here on these pork chops. The sesame oil, we'll be finishing in a little bit of sesame oil as well. I thought the sesame oil played really nice with the thyme, and you always got to back it up little onion and garlic. So I always start going into salt, massage that in, then we'll put the rest of our spices and work them in. 4 nice pork chops here, about a 1/4 inch thick. I was going to do this one, actually I was trying to trim some fat off of pork butt steaks, but I can deal with it, but it can be a little bit too much for everybody, so we went with nice pork chops here. Still using Celtic sea salt today, but I did remind myself to be a little bit careful because I usually use the really coarse sea salt. Today we're using a little bit finer, so just watch how you're salting things. And don't forget to salt throughout. Alright, so salt both sides. Pork only needs about 15 minutes to set up. That'll be perfect timing, and this dish comes together real quick. Alright, black pepper. Nice little appetizer on the show today. We actually have a castrolavano green tapenade. So we've got a little fresh parsley in there. We are putting a little bit of the sheep's milk parm. We're also going in there with a little bit of olive oil, and then we have crispy jalapenos to top it all off. So you need that little element of surprise, right? Alright, no vegetables for a salad today. We are sauteing. So, as always, the onions and peppers do take a little bit longer. So let's get our onions chopped up here. We got a little bit of sunflower oil and also a little bit of olive oil down in the hot pan behind me there. We'll chop the Brussels after that. Add those in. Pop in your potatoes that are looking pretty good. They're getting started. Nice pungent vinegar on those potatoes, but it is going to play nice against the richness of the Parmesan in there. We got a little surprise to finish off the Brussels that you will see in a bit. Stay tuned. A little extra fat, a little extra crisp. Alright, so onions right in. Get about 1 green pepper. I use peppers, onions, garlic for a lot of things. We will be sweating the garlic in at the end of this, but the way I season and the way I spice it, depending on what oil, vinegar you use, everything's a lot different. This reminds me of the last episode came very nice with the mushroom barbecue curry mushroom wrap. We'll salt and pepper these in just a little bit. We're going to get right into chopping our Brussels. Probably about 1.5 cups of Brussels, 1.5 cups of potatoes. Comes to be a lot when you chop them up like this. So we got some big Brussels, some small Brussels. Let's try to get them about the same size. Some are in half, some are in 4s. I used a little bit of the naan bread that we had done the wraps on the other day. I toasted those up in almost their own little crackers. So that is what we're going to be using underneath our olive tapenade. We'll finish that one with a little bit of Parmesan as well. And then a little surprise with that spicy jalapeno. Let these Brussels get a little brown. We will cover this in about 10 minutes and we'll tie it up with our cheese. Tapenade time. Alright, so we got a little bit of a starter, a little bit of a finisher. We're gonna get going first on your olive tapenade. Nice and fresh with Italian parsley. We have our poblano olives, my favorite green olives. A little bit of salt and pepper, tiny bit of the Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of fresh garlic. A little bit of onion powder, and then we'll just finish off with a little olive oil to get our consistency right. Simple on this one, right in with your olives. Use just a little bit of juice, save the rest for martinis. And yeah, go right with your fresh herbs. You got parsley here, pinch of garlic, about just 1 clove, pepper and salt as usual, little bit of onion powder. These are some naan toasts that I did from a previous episode actually. This was from our mushroom little wrap we had the other day. Okay, let's go in with a little cheese. Watch it on this one. This has a nice stank to it. All right, a little bit of olive oil here. Go a little bit more pepper. Pulse this about 2-3 seconds, and we're just gonna scrape the sides and probably a little bit more olive oil. That's another thing in the kitchen that I says makes you look good. The damn food processor, let me tell you. Little something to dip, little something on a chip. Always nice to get started. I have my Brussels still on, smelling good in the back here. I actually added a little bit of the sauteed pepper from my Brussels with a little bit of fresh poblano. Be making that aioli to add a little bit of freshness to those beautiful pork chops that we got going. This is actually looking pretty good. Probably won't even add any more olive oil. We'll put this right back into our dish and get going on our aioli. Alright, it's time to taste our tapenade, and we are going to be finishing these on the little naan crisps with a little bit more cheese and a little crispy jalapeno for a little spice. Let's see how we did. Just the right amount of salt. You got to watch that because the olives do have a lot. So, let's just get this right back into our bowl here, and we will move right onto our aioli. And I think it's about time to combine our potatoes and Brussels that I got going behind me. We'll add our cheese and a little bit on that, and it's aioli time. All right, little sauce, little drizzle that's gonna tie up this whole dish here. Like I said before, I pulled out a little bit of my roasted green peppers from the Brussels back there. We got a little bit of fresh poblano, and this aioli comes together with a tiny bit of fresh garlic. We do a tiny bit of mayo, a little bit of white vinegar, and some olive oil. So let's get going. Just about a half cup of olive oil here. Just a dash of the white vinegar. Got a little dollop of the mayo there. Now I got this idea with the raw poblano and the roasted green pepper because I had sauteed onions and then fresh onions on the same burger, and I really like the idea. Thank you, Mark, for that one. My buddy Mark. Just about a tablespoon of the poblano and just about 4 or 5 of the roasted peppers there. Let's go in with a little bit of onion. Little bit of salt, garlic, heavy pepper. So this is actually going to be drizzled on top of our pork just a little bit, but it's going to add a nice richness with that cheese because we're going to roll the Brussels and the potatoes in it right before we put our pork down. And see how we did? Nice little color as well. I'm gonna go a little bit more salt on here. A little bit more onion powder. And I think we got it. We are going to put our Brussels and our potatoes together with a little bit of the Parmesan cheese, and then it's time to have some friends by, and we're gonna be plating up the tapenade, snacking a little bit, and getting to it. Done and done. All right, back to the stove, time to do it. I had added a little bit of cheese in. I combined my potatoes with all my Brussels sprouts right here. 15 minutes on the marinade with the pork. Like I said before, Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, thyme, onion, garlic, beautiful. We have sunflower oil and a little olive oil for flavor. A little bit help us with the heat with the sunflower oil. Throw down my pork. Alright, these are probably going to do about 7-8 minutes each side. We may use a top for these and we'll see how we do. We're going to keep these on low right here. Christina just did fly in, so we are going to be tasting some of our olive tapenade in a minute. Time to flip these pork chops, everything looking good. We did leave the lid off because it looks like I got enough moisture in the pan here. Our Brussels are delicious. We will finish those with a little bit of the Parmesan, about just a 1/4 cup at the end, bring it all together, and then we'll plate. Snack time, snack time. I have Christina in here with me on a flight from Atlanta, correct?
Yes, I am.
Very good.
Hi, Sean.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming.
Okay.
Can't wait for you to try some
I'm
things.
excited. I'm staring at it and I want it in my mouth.
Let's do it.
now.
Let's do it. Who, Kira, your friend Kira was supposed to be here?
Yeah.
She's sleeping in more
She's
ways
sleeping.
than one, but don't you worry.
Yeah. Sorry.
So all good. So what we have here, I toasted off a little bit of naan that we had used on a previous episode, like a flatbread.
Okay.
And then we did the olive tapenade. It's my favorite green olives, Castrolovano they're called. And we put a little bit of fresh parsley. This is a Parmesan cheese, but it has it's a sheep's milk, so it has a little bit more pungent. And then we finished off with a little bit more cheese and crispy jalapeno.
Ooh.
So
Give it to me. Yes.
there you are. Yep, I got one for myself too. I'm gonna finish plating a couple of these here.
Can I go ahead?
Oh, get in there.
Thank you.
Come on now. I like your outfit.
Oh.
Where'd you change? You changed before you flew, or what happened?
Until I got off the plane.
As soon as you got off, yeah. Yeah, I tried to. Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Oh my god.
I know. This is pretty cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's super rich because of the
wow.
there's the olive oil in there and the cheese, but it works really well together with a little spice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh my god. Wow.
We got our pork on super low behind me. I'll probably shut the heat off here, but I'm excited for you to try some of the Brussels and the potatoes too.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Give it to me.
We started little white vinegar on these. We finish up with the cheese, and then the pork has a sesame oil on it. So
Okay.
yeah, it all really ties up at the end.
Yeah.
So
It's so pure and it's like easy to chew. It's really good.
cool, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Christina says it's good, but we'll have to see. There's more where that came from. We'll share Kira's.
Okay. Yeah, she'll care. She's sleeping. Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's good.
Worked really well.
It's really
Worked really well.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the jalapeno.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. With the cheese on top, it just brings it all together.
No reason to ever buy all the green olives that you see just in the stores.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have to go get these. They're just like a little extra green, but I don't understand why
Right.
they're so damn good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Cheers to you.
Thanks a lot. We're about to get plated up here. A little bit of cheese down on the Brussels and the potatoes, and this pork chop time. Main course. Time to plate it on up.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So with this one, we're gonna put down the Brussels and the potatoes first. We'll give it a little drizzle of the green pepper aioli. We've got a little fresh garlic in here, a tiny bit of mayo, fresh parsley, and then I had chopped up the pork for us because it was kind of like a ribeye, how it has that big bone in the middle. So
Okay.
made it easy for us.
Oh, thank you. It's so considerate.
Like I said, with this, we did about a quarter cup of the Parmesan at the end there. But that just ties it up, sticks everything together a little bit.
It smells great.
Right?
Yes.
Speaking about dressing, you dress very nice today.
Thank you.
you for
I knew I was
looking so
coming to see
good.
you,
Come
so I
on now.
wanted to make sure I
It's awesome. Today was a t-shirt day, hair
Got it.
down, you know.
Got it. Yeah, we're blending.
But we're getting there.
We're getting there.
I screen them.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we got a little bit of potatoes down. Let's get a little drizzle down on here. A little bit more cheese.
Okay.
Yeah. Then some nice pork.
Yes.
Almost like kind of looks like a salsa verde, but it's cool because there's a raw poblano and then some of the roasted green peppers as well. So you kind of
Okay.
get back and
Back
forth.
foot. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
You get going. Let me know how you do, and I'm gonna get some plated up for myself as well.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes. I'm excited.
Yeah, so this pork we did with a little bit of sesame oil, the Worcestershire sauce. Throughout, I throw a little bit more sesame oil down. But yeah, came out good. Like I said, 7 to 8 minutes on each side on that one. But it does the thing, right? It does the thing. Potatoes are set up really nice because white vinegar on beforehand, but then the cheese, super rich, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about you.
I appreciate it.
Oh my god. I need to go back some more.
Yes, yes, go, go, go.
ahead.
I'm gonna be plating up, doing my thing.
This is amazing.
Once again, I appreciate the time. I appreciate you
Thank
rushing.
you. No problem.
And
I'm glad I came.
yeah, I'm excited to fill you up.
Give it to me. Thank you. Oh man.
So fashion, merchandising, all the goods, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yes.
good and good. Me and Christina will be working on, I think, a lot of things together.
We definitely are.
Yeah.
So make sure you look out. We're gonna make
Duo
couples.
coming soon, next season.
Duo. There you go. That's it.
That's it.
Oh wow.
All right, everyone. I was happy to put a little pork on your fork today. Hopefully not anymore. Hopefully you enjoyed these recipes, learned a few things. I want to say thank you to Christina, and I want to say thank you to you. Until next time, everybody, stay blessed.